Hello all, this is Deathminder here. I wanted to bring you a video about the changes to story mode. As a reminder, I am a member of Netmarble Star Creator Club, and this is information from the APK. As it is a test build, as you can see on the screen, this is not a final build update. All in-game items, including their names, price, and description, are subject to change in the official release. So just keeping in mind when we're going over everything. So we're going to go in and then check out what's new with story mode. So far I'm pretty happy with these changes, and I think most of you will be too. So when we go into the story mode, you'll notice that they've added actually two new. We already had the sneak peek about the True Strike of S.H.I.E.L.D., but they also have the future ends here added. And then when you go into the story mode missions, one of the things you'll notice, you go into alternate mode, ultimate. I thought that had the changes in it. I could be wrong. No, there it is. Okay, so if you go into the story mode, the old ones, you'll notice now for basic rewards, you can get Titan component packs and Essence of Dimension. That's in the old story missions, and of course in the new story missions as well. So now one of the things we've been asking for a long time is to be able to farm tier 3 mats outside of Giant Boss Raid, and finally we have it. It's not a large amount, but still you can get typically anywhere from 2 to 6 either Essence of Dimension or Titan component packs for each of the missions you do. Keep in mind when you do missions and you go into them and you complete it, if you get a story fragment, you're not going to get the TCP or Essence. So it's possible in some missions you may actually choose to not go in with the recommended characters, so you'll have a very low chance of getting the story fragment and a much higher chance of getting the TCPs. Especially if you're close to something, you may want to do that to build it up. For Valkyrie, for example, because we know that she's going to be somebody we want to awaken. So that's something to keep in mind. You can go ahead and do the story fragments, because they also have a chance, like here in the new mission, True S.H.I.E.L.D., when you combine the fragments. The good thing is you have a chance to get a box of TCP or Essence. The bad thing is you have a chance to get ISO 8. We really did not want them to give us a mission with ISO 8. I'm sure I'm not the only person you've heard that from. Lots of other star creators and non-star creators have said we didn't want the ISO 8, but that's the only negative. The fact is you could still, like I said, if you don't ever want to get the ISO 8 from this mission at all, or take a chance on getting a chest with the stuff, you could just simply go in without any of the recommended characters and be able to pull in Titan component packs and Essence of Dimension with no problem. So you have that option. It's not a large amount, but the fact that we can get tier 3 mats is a major improvement. Now the other new story mode that they're bringing in with the Future's End is better. One of the other big things we've been saying ever since they brought in the changes to the cards was a way to be able to farm cards. So besides the fact that you can get the Essence of Dimension from these missions and TCP, when you combine the fragments, you can get cards. It's going to be 5 or 6 star cards. I know the perfect situation would have been for us to be able to have only 6 star cards. Obviously, that would have been number one. But still, getting 5 star cards is not that bad. If because you can build up a card in a couple of days, even if you got all 5 star cards. And hopefully, none of us have that much of a bad luck. So hopefully, we end up with all the 6 star cards. But this is another good way. This is actually something that I think is a major improvement to the card crafting system. If we can now farm cards, then the card crafting system, other than the crystal cost of it, which I still would like to see it changed a little bit, but other than that, it's now something that could be viable. I actually think it could be viable. CTPs, on the other hand, man, that's something else we'd have to talk about at another time. But yeah, so now we have all these missions where you can actually go in and farm TCP and Essence of Dimension, or if you want to do the fragments, you can. But like I said, you don't. Obviously, you're not going to have the required characters, but all you want to do is go in and farm TCP and Essence. Just go in with, Tier 3 and Awakened characters that are not one of the 3 recommended, so you're going to have a high probability of not getting a fragment. So in the end, I really think this change is something that is a major improvement. You get extra Titan Components packs we really need. The new mission, you get to combine fragments to get cards, which again, we need much more ability to get cards. So I think these changes to story mode are a big win for us. A much greater improvement. I don't know if everybody agrees. I mean, if you disagree with me or my view on it, please feel free to leave a comment or respond to it. Let you know I do stream the APK, this last APK. We'll be streaming it tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we'll play around with some more of the characters, do some Galactus hopefully, if there's other Star Creators available at the time. And then you can just go to twitch.tv/Deathminder in order to watch. And everybody, I want you to have a wonderful and safe day.